email finally I received today from the charity, and it is from the same gentleman. It's the same name that appears on that screenshot of that letter we saw floating around Twitter yesterday. So I'm just going to read this out loud to you without providing my own personal information. Bad enough I got doxxed once. Not going to dox myself. Okay, here we go. Hi, CK. Apologies for the delay in getting back to you. Your email was forwarded to me earlier today from our general info AFSP.org inbox, as I have been handling the inquiries we've received surrounding Charlie Gold's fundraiser, which is why I'm responding to you now. Okay, now here is the important paragraph. Okay, here is the important paragraph. You can see that I also wrote the email that you shared below. I have CC'd our data entry team email, and you see on the screenshot also, the one that was floating around Twitter was from data entry team. Okay, which is publicly listed on our website. Here provides the link, and here we could click the link for shits and giggles if we want, and here we go. So the Digital Resource Center, all right, talks a lot about COVID-19 and such. Oops, did I just say that out loud? Okay. Say Digital Resource Center, thank you for your support of the American. We know this time might be a difficult time, and we encourage you to visit our Digital Resource Center for tips. All right. So, okay. So, website here, which I hope is sufficient proof that I work for AFSP. So, here it is. A lot of people thought that that letter, that screenshot floating around Twitter yesterday was fake. This confirms that the letter is authentic, is indeed authentic, and the author of the letter, one Mr. Nathan Weiser over here, authenticates it. Unfortunately, that email was never intended to be shared publicly, and it was wrong of me to share what I did or suggest we would be able to verify whether Charlie donated or not to anyone who has emailed us. I'll read that again. It was wrong of me to share what I did or suggest we would be able to verify whether Charlie donated or not to anyone who has emailed us. Just a break in the reading of this email. This goes to show how different things work in Canada than in the U.S. In Canada, we have a little thing called the Access to Information Act, and yes, nonprofits and charities have to be answerable, have to be able to be held accountable. I mean, why do you suppose a lot of our politicians' scandals are embroiled in charities? Because it's easy to get the information, because by law they have to provide it, and they have to be answerable. Under the I managed to get all kinds of information from a charity I found suspect locally, and I used the Access to Information Act to get all the information. And I got everything, including employees that work there, their salaries. I got budgets, operating budgets. I got, where do they get their money, either like if they get government subsidy and private donations, corporate donations, etc. I had all the information that anybody could want or require from a Canadian charity. So this is what I don't like, unfortunately, about these American charities. They're not transparent. Not at all. Okay. To protect the privacies of our donors, I can only discuss contribution emails with the individual who made the donation, even if that donation was made on behalf of others, with amounts they contributed towards the total. Okay, let this be a lesson to all of you. If somebody, any YouTube channel you follow or any podcast, and they're advertising, they're going to be doing a stream for charity, okay, I'm going to provide the advice for you right at the end of this video, pretty much the same as I gave at the top of the video. Okay. This is why in other words, don't trust. No matter how you like it, don't trust. All right. So I understand that some information has been shared by charliegold, but that you and many other donors still have questions regarding whether she donated. As I said above, I'm unfortunately not able to provide that information. See, here in Canada, he'd have to. Okay, that's the thing. He'd have to here in Canada under the Access to Information Act. It is up to Charlie to waive her right to privacy to share any further evidence her donors are asking for. Charlie, how about that? Okay? Your viewers, at least morally, if not legally in the United States, at least morally, they have a right to transparency. They have a right to know that their money went to the charity and not in your pockets to pay off your landlord or your court fees or whatever. Whatever your whim of the day is. If she does not have the information you or her other donors are requesting, she can contact us and we will provide that information to her as the one who made the donation. Thank you for bringing your concerns of fraud to our attention, and I am sorry I'm not able to provide more information. Sincerely, Nathan Weiser. Again, the same individual on that letter of the screenshot that was floating around Twitch. As you can see, that's his job. Okay, so give a gift, donate. You can stream for AFSP, actually. You can create a fundraising stream. Learn more. Now, why did charliegold not go for this option? Why did she not go for this option? Okay, I've said this before and I'm going to say this again. If it were me organizing a charity live stream, as many of the large YouTubers already do pretty much from what I've seen, instead of throwing super chats at the host, which, let's be honest, YouTube does take a whopping 30%. So ask yourself, your hard-earned dollars that you're going to give to charity, do you really want a percentage of it going to Google or to YouTube? I sure wouldn't. So if it were me, and I would cut off super chats entirely, and either because there are other charities that provide the option to live stream for them, and there's a way you can hook things up, like with the AFPS, right? Or whatever the acronym is. Anyways, yeah, there is a way to do that. And if there isn't, another way would be just to have your mods put the link to the charity you're streaming for, and also include it in the pinned comment below or in the description box below your video. It's not that hard. And it's probably better that way because the individual viewing, of course, can donate on their own volition and get their own receipt for their tax deductions come tax time. There's a novel concept.